takes a second. And I think now we should be live.
Hey!
So, hi everyone. So we would just wait for a minute or two till everyone is joining us.
And we're really sorry we're late. It's always my fault when we're late. Me and technology are like...
Yeah, things happen. You know, it's technology. It's not us.
I know. It and I can knock it on. Not at all. And it's strangely enough, especially now when the man is away, then it's almost like he knows that he can mess with me and always win.
Hi, Kate. Hi, Tammy. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, it's always the same. So it's like the house knows when he's not there. Hi, Cheryl. So happy you're all here. So it's our first trio with the amazing Verity today.
Hey!
So just for all of you, we'll just wait a minute or two till everyone is in. And we'll show you some nice things today. Also the new release. And yeah, I hope you will like it. Hi, Alana.
I wish I could see the chat, but when I click the chat button, I can only hear everything else kind of disappears. But so, hi everyone.
Hi, Sylvie. Always here. Sylvie is always supporting us.
Yeah.
If a duo or trio.
It's nice with you guys who are like our loyal supporters. Always come and check in and support us, and it really does mean the world. So please stay.
Yeah. So yeah, I think 1 minute more, and then we will start to show you our new release. And I think Verity will start with it because she's like a star today.
Yeah, I've got quite a few of the products to show you, and then we'll go on from there.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, I'm a little bit distracted because I am still 8 minutes past showtime live, and I'm still it's been a day. Let's just say.
So
can I just say as well that I can't actually see the chat now because I have to use my iPad instead of laptop, which is now in the UK. So if anyone is asking me something, can you please put it up on the screen so I can see what they're saying?
Yeah, so Joe, so yeah, we have to say we have our lovely Joe again here. So she's up early again, but yeah, she's amazing. So she will answer all the questions, and she will put all the comments and questions of you just in our screen so that we can see it then. And I would just say we can start. So I would just start the intro.
Time to be wowed?
Yes, it's time to be wowed now. See you guys in a second. So,
are we back?
Yes,
sorry.
That's so sad.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out the desktop thing. So if you can let me see where I am.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's making me seasick. Whew.
So I would say, Verity, you can just get started and show us the beautiful products you have designed for WoW so that everyone can see it.
Okay. So
Daniel, my face is still here. Can we turn to my desktop, please?
Oh, of course. There we go. There it is. So we switch. Now.
Okay, so I'll start showing my own focus. Yeah. the stencils that I designed. So I think these have been quite popular, these the stencils that WoW have released, because it's obviously new to WoW to do some stencils. So I designed one called a confetti heart and one called a confetti circle, which has the confetti aspect around a circle or a heart, and then you've also got the opening as well as the mask. So it allows you to do sort of a one-liner card if you really wanted to, and you've got 3 different elements of like ink blending or adding in a sentiment in the space. You can heat emboss through these, you can ink through them, you can add your embellishment mousse or transfer gel to foil or bonding powder to fab foil. So stencils with WoW is a really great addition because there's so many different like techniques you can do with these, and we're going to be using one of them later on today. So those were the stencils, and I think they've been quite popular. But I also obviously just did some stamps as well. So these are some of the background stamps. I've really gotten into, with lockdown and everything, having houseplants, and so these kind of came out of inspiration of like my houseplants and drawing and creating these kind of backgrounds. So I've got like a fern background here, and you could obviously stamp this, and if you like fussy cutting, because I don't mind fussy cutting, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but you could fussy cut out these ferns individually as well, and then use them just as little ferns on a card, so it doesn't have to be a background. And then these ones, you've got a bold one and then an outline one, and you can overlay these. If I show you, they line up quite nicely, so you can obviously ink this if you wanted to, and then heat emboss the outline. So those are some of the background stamps. Marion's also released one as well, which is a scrunch one. So if you love your texture, this will give you a really great textured background. And Marion's got some real great inspiration to use with the scrunch background. So if you love that, that's great. And then I also did a few sentiment stamps as well. So these are really great kind of like essential sentiments, because you can interchange them quite easily as well, because the sentiments here might go quite well with some of the thank you, or the love might go quite well with some of the happy. So they're really good, great ones to interchange. But I designed these so that they would go and sit in the middle of your heart or your circle. So these script bits will go in the middle of these. They fit perfectly. So these can pair really well with your stencils, or you can use them on your own with all your other different cards that you kind of make as well. So hopefully these are quite useful to have as an essential stamps within your sort of your craft stash. So those are the stamps and stencils that I designed, and I hope everybody likes them.
They're awesome, Verity. You did an amazing job.
Thanks.
Love them all. So I think our lovely Erica will share something as well, something new. Oh, wait. So, dear lovely Erica, you need to turn off your sound on your phone, I think. Because if not, we can't hear you. No, so it'd have to be your phone. You have to put your phone on, because you're on your phone right now. So sorry, guys. Today we are just...
Thanks, Tasha, for saying you like my products. It's lovely of you to say.
So yeah, 1 second. I will try to check this. So sorry, guys. Just a second. So we can't hear Eric. And I will see why it is.
I'll just show you this one of the stencils a bit more whilst we're waiting for Erica, shall I? Yeah.
Thanks, Eric.
So obviously this is the heart one. This will be when you ink through this. If you don't want to get any ink through your heart here, you can just easily tape that in place. So then when you're when you're blending your ink through, you're not going to get it onto a part of your card that you don't want ink on. And obviously you can ink through this and that heart will be left blank. So if you're doing it on a white card, you can easily stamp your sentiment in there. But then if you decided that you heat embossed this but wanted to add ink to that middle part, you could just move it around, reposition this opening, and then you can ink through that and create an ink sort of background of that heart. And then if you really wanted to get creative, once you've done that, you've then got a mask as well. So you can place the mask over the top of everything you've done. And of course, embossing, we love to emboss resist. You can then do another ink color and ink off the edge, and you've got your embossing that's going to resist it, and you'll get another look to that. So there's this stencil, obviously, that has this. There's my confetti circle that has one of these, and then there's another stencil that's by Marion, where she's got a similar one where she's got a heart and a mask. So you can do that with those as well. So this just shows that there are several different ways you can use this stencil. And if you're like me that likes to build up dimension, this is also great that you could put a heart die cut over the top and raise it, and then you've got the confetti sort of spilling out, or you could put sort of your stamped images like your flowers and things like that over the top with your circle one. So you can really build up the background, but you've got this lovely confetti sort of appearance to the background on the back of it.
Awesome. So we will try again. Yeah, Erica?
Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
There she is.
You can hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Oh, that's amazing. I still hear some static, so I don't know what is happening, but I've actually, I've turned off my iPad, so I'm not on that anymore. So I'm hoping that this will kind of fix the problem. But I'm waving my hands around, and I can't see that on the, because I actually have the live stream up on my screen as well. But I'll tell you what, I'm just going to kind of run with it now. So everybody just needs to tell me if something is going wrong. But right, so I'm guessing I'm in the screen now because I have no idea. I have made some swatches of our new lovely powders. So I'm going to start with these three that are inspired by Catherine Pula. And this first one is Cummerbund, although I guess I need to go this way, maybe. And it's a lovely sort of baby blue color.
Yeah.
And then next up we have Touch of Lemon.
Also
and
lovely.
In the Park, which is an amazing sparkly green. And next up we have one of Marion's trios. So this one is called Pink Tutu, and it's a super soft, lovely pink. And next up is Pinkish, oops, which has more of like a sort of soft, orangey undertone almost. And next in that trio is Periwinkle. And this one is a really, really soft, almost sort of like, if you think sugared almond, sugar, lavender color kind of thing. Yeah. Really lovely. And then we have Ice Cream. This one is the Fairground trio. And this one is a really lovely beigey vanilla ice cream color. Next is Candy Floss. And this one you can compare like with the Pink Tutu. This one is sort of a warmish pink, and this one is more of a cool pink. So depending on your color preference, either go for the warm pink or the sort of cool pink. And next up we have a fantastic sort of navy blue sparkle. Look at that.
This one is awesome.
Isn't it? It's so nice.
Beautiful.
And you have like a few sort of solid navy bits and then that amazing turquoisey sparkle in there. I mean, I'm already a sucker for blue. I love blue. Blue is my favorite color. But this one, like, add a bit of sparkle in there as well. And hello. So those are my swatches. And Okay, I can't see what you guys are doing, and I'm gonna try to maybe click onto the live stream on the YouTube channel so I can actually see what is happening.
Yeah.
Because I literally have no idea what is going on. Oops, sorry. Oh my god. Why is technology hates me? I swear.
I know. All is good. So then we got, before we start now, we also got 3 amazing stencils have been inspired and designed by Marion. So she's awesome. And we got one of them. That's lots of hearts. So with a lot of hearts, small and bigger ones. So perfect to heat emboss. Then we got lots of dots. Yeah. So almost like a party on it. Hope you can see it. Let's see now. And last but not least, like a bigger one, lots of bubbles. It's also an amazing stencil. And you can use it in so many ways. So super cool one. So these are all the new things that you can find on the WAR UK page. And I will tell Verity to start. She will be our teacher today and will tell us what to do, because I mean it's like her release. And we'll just say, let's get started, right?
Okay, yeah, that's great. So we had to do a little bit of prep work beforehand, just a little bit die cutting. So I'll explain how you do this, because it's really, really useful to do. So I've created a card panel that is 1/4 of an inch smaller than your regular A2 card base. And then we've just die cut a circle out of the middle. And then we're going to create sort of a see-through card window panel with this. And the best way I've found to line these up is once you've cut your panel, position it over your card base. So I've got a bit of a fold in here where you want it to. And then I just draw through with a pencil around there. So if I just do that quickly now, roughly. So I know where my circle window die should be on my card base. And then I can just easily line up my circle die, stick it in place, run it through my die cutting machine. And then you've got your card panel with your window as well, because we want the card base and a card panel for this technique. So I hope that makes sense to everybody.
That makes absolutely sense. And Sarah is saying, I love wall powders and love stencils. So a win-win rule. So yeah, it is.
Okay. So for this card, we're going to use the confetti stencil today.
Got it here.
And what we're going to do is we're going to emboss this twice. And what we need to do is just adhere our stencil down onto our card panel. So just going to add a bit of washi tape to the back. The easiest way to keep it in place whilst we add our embossing ink through.
Okay. So let's do that. Just a bit.
Can Erica hear us, or is she struggling?
I can hear you. I can't see you at all. So I'm thinking what I might do is actually, seeing as my phone is the wrong way anyway, I might come back in with my iPad. Oh, sorry. So everything's screaming over there. So that I can actually see what you guys are doing.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Because I'm feeling very left out.
Yeah, just come in with your.
Can you let me in, please?
Yes, I will change the one.
So to apply the embossing ink to the stencil, I picked this tip up from.
Because I'm pretty sure that the static is coming from this.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So to apply the ink through the stencil, I picked up this tip from Daniel by using your ink blending tool and sponge, because it saves the amount of ink you waste. So that was a really good tip that I picked up from you, Daniel.
Thank you. It makes it so easy, right?
Yeah. And also, when you've got your ink left on your stencil, you can wipe it up with your sponge. So it's great. So I'm going to apply your embossing ink through your stencil. And obviously you got a bit more control. So I'm not covering up that circle because I can easily make sure I don't get embossing ink through that.
Yeah, just in case, I will tape it a bit because I know me.
My problem is I'm likely to get a fingerprint somewhere where I don't want it. That's me.
Just in case.
And with this stencil, because it's quite see-through, you can easily align the the middle of the circle, the stencil, over your die cut window.
Yeah, just in case, I will use my anti-static body. Because I know what happens then, right, Erica? We know what happens if we don't use our body.
So I'm really like pressing down to make sure it goes through the stencil really well.
Yeah.
I'm like that kid who's late to class. I haven't done any prep.
I know you will catch up fast.
So what's great about these stencils as well is if you like to keep them all together, I've put like a little hole in the middle, in the corner of all of their stencils, so you can put them on like a book ring and then sort of keep them all linked together.
True, yeah.
Which is good. And also another thing I found quite good is they've sort of etched Wow Embossing Powder's name on the front of it. So if you're like me and you ink on one side and you don't always clean your stencil afterwards, and obviously being embossing ink, you don't want to put it back down on another card with the ink side up. So if you always ink on the Wow side, you know the other side's always going to be clean.
Oh, true.
So you're less likely to get ink everywhere.
So I think I got mine all inked up.
Holy cannoli. I'm kind of hoping that the man is not watching this because he'll be like, yeah, that's my wifey, unprepared.
So I'm just removing the tape because we are going to reapply the stencil again in a minute, but in a different position. And I just don't want to get my embossing powder on the tape and waste heating that embossing powder really. So I'm just removing that.
Yeah.
And then I chose to use the new Carnival embossing powder because, like Erica said, it's a gorgeous color. So I'm going to use that as my first color today.
Oh, great. So I'm going to use pinkish. That's my first color. So I love that. Look at this.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's a beautiful pink for that.
So,
A good pink is hard to beat as well when it comes to embossing.
yeah. I don't know why, but I love gold, right? But when we are talking about this, all the glitters and stuff, so I love pink a lot, even pink or blues. So look at this. It looks good all the time.
Mm.
You can even look through the hole. So perfect. Oh, I love that. So, yeah. Let's
What
put
kind of
everything
thing
back.
are you using Carnival? Are you Verity?
Yeah, I've got Carnival. Yeah, Carnival.
And you're using pinkish. Okay, I will use...
Yeah, I use pinkish and petalicious as a second color.
Okay. I will use one of the others then to make sure that we are covering everything. I might do Cumberbund and In the Park.
Oh,
So
that sounds good too.
I'm going to emboss this off screen because I haven't got enough space to do it really from behind. And obviously with your embossing glitter, it's better to heat emboss from behind so you don't blow your glitter off first before it heat sets.
Yeah, I will try not to heat my camera from the bottom.
Yeah.
But I will try to.
Right, I'm trying to catch up. I am about to ink it blend.
Yeah, heat emboss from behind with embossing glitter is always good. Because if not, if you have it too near to your face, you know what happens.
So often I find my mistake is I think I've heated it enough, and then you find out, you go to wipe it, and your glitter comes off. But luckily, it's not done that. So
Yeah, that's not so bad. Yeah. My tip, don't heat emboss your camera. It's always good. Take care of your camera. I know you all love to see the magic when it comes to heat embossing, but yeah, we have to take care of the camera a bit. Yeah. I need to do it a bit off camera, just to be sure. I got it all.
So in a minute, we're gonna rotate the stencil and stamp it again and emboss it again. But because I've handled mine a lot, I know I'm going to use my embossing buddy now because
Right.
I will get a
I
fingerprint.
might need
So I think Erica is still embossing the first one.
Okay, I'll just
This
prep
one?
mine.
Oh, I like the second one with the green and blue.
the other one.
Yeah, I think in the park and Cummerbund.
Yeah, I think so. Because maybe these would be nicer on like black cardstock. So I think that will make them pop a little bit better.
Yeah, and kind of with this technique, it's quite good to have colours that are quite bold and can contrast a bit. I think those other two colours would perhaps not stand out so much when you come to do the second embossing.
Excellent
Yeah.
tip, Verity. Excellent.
They're having a good teacher.
I know, even though I feel like a naughty schoolgirl not having done my homework.
Yeah, you get some minus points, don't worry.
I do.
It's the end card that's the main thing, what it looks like.
Yeah. Don't worry, we will talk about that after the live, girl. So, so how are we going to place
the
that?
party after this?
Yeah.
So,
Erica, go to bed. That's your punishment.
So it's up to you where you want to rotate it. So as you move it, it's just positioning it where you think you've got the best overlap. You can still see some of the other color, but it gives a really good pattern. So you can rotate it as much as you want and position it wherever you want, really.
Okay, I would check.
So with this card panel, as I said at the beginning, we trimmed it down by 1/4 of an inch. This the whole design does go off the edges at the moment, but if you didn't cut down your card panel, it will fit on a full A2 card quite easily, and your dots will be on there. So this does come off the edge a bit, but on a normal card it won't necessarily. So it depends what look you like to go for.
Yeah. Okay, I will see. This is how it was. Okay, I will just rotate it a bit. I think this should be fine. But yeah, use your anti-static body just to be sure.
Yeah. And then again, just push your ink through your stencil again, because we'll heat emboss this again.
Very important. So.
All right. I don't want to say I'm catching up because then I think I'll be like shooting myself in the foot. But I am. I'm trying.
Yes, Sarah, we will find out if there's a camera which is good for heat embossing. So that it helps, like it's heat resist. So yeah, we will think about that.
Well, I think like when it comes to catching the heat embossing on film, you need a light source on the actual embossing powder. So you need to angle it so you have the light but your camera doesn't block the light at the same time, and then you heat from under.
Yeah.
It's a whole production. It really is.
So let's see. I don't want to add embossing on the
So many things to think
corner.
about.
Oh, Verity, that looks pretty.
Yeah, this I've done this card and I'll show you all at the end in a different color combo, but I am loving this too. It's beautiful color. And then, as I said, it's a good idea to sort of use a contrasting color. I mean, as well at the same time, you could always do one layer as an ink layer and then you could emboss the second layer. So you can get a bit of variation as well if you wanted. So I'm going to use gold for this because I think that's going to contrast really, really nicely.
Yeah.
Go
So for everyone, yeah.
Even silver.
Yeah.
Yeah, even silver would work.
Gold works.
Thing is, metallic goes with anything. You can use metallic and it'll look good for anything you do.
So yeah, so Joe is asking to hold it more to the camera, Verity, so can everyone see it then? So if you can just put it up a bit nearer. So like this, yeah. It looks so funny through all the holes. But it's awesome. So I'm using this Petalicious. Look at that. Boom. Wow. Yes, that's awesome.
Yeah, I love that Petalicious. I love the bright pink. It's gorgeous.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, look at that.
Okay, in case I disappear, I just had a message pop up saying that the internet connection is unstable. And I've been fighting with my internet router for a couple of hours today already. So if I all of a sudden cut out, I promise I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not all of a sudden had enough and gone, okay, bye. It's the internet that's decided no more fun for Erica.
So I've done both my levels there. So I've got the gold and then I've got that Carnival peeking through. And you can rotate it and you could layer it up as much as you want because obviously the more colours you put on, the better. You've just got to bear in mind if you're using an opaque powder compared to like a translucent powder and how they might overlay. Oh, that Petalicious looks good with that pinkish.
Yeah. Tell you what, I need to get my affiliate link thing sorted out so that I can actually, get some payments done because then I can actually buy a new computer. I need a new computer.
So for the next bit, we're going to add some colour to the circle, but I don't know what colour to use. So I don't know whether to use Daydream or Juniper Mist.
Ooh. You gonna implement that? Sorry, my connection cut out, so I didn't hear what you said.
So yeah, I'm going to add ink to this, but I don't know which colour to go with the Carnival. Should I go Daydream or Juniper Mist?
I would do a bit of Daydream in the middle and then Juniper Mist around the edge to kind of...
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Right, I am only going to do one layer, but I've gone like two colors. I've used the two colors on one layer like that.
Yeah, that looks good.
So
that looks so cool.
Keep it at that, and then maybe I actually have a chance to catch up.
So when we die cut, we kept one of the circles. So we're going to add a bit of ink colour, and this will go in our window for our sentiment. So I'm just going to add some Daydream on. I'm going to do Erica's suggestion.
So, and like everyone who's joining us, so don't forget to comment and to share it. Yeah, of course, just at place you're allowed to share this live. And you have the chance to win a $15 gift card for our shop. So you can get the new stencils or the stamps, new powders. Awesome. So just taking off a bit of the glitter. Now I have it everywhere. So where's my circle? Circle, circle. There we got it. So I think I don't know if I think passion fruit is maybe too.
Ooh, I like your idea, Erica. It went well. The Daydream with the juniper mist looks really good with that color combo.
That looks pretty. So I'm gonna use Pink Fresh Coral Reef, I think. So yeah, we just lost our friend Erica.
Oh no.
Hopefully she will be back in a second. So we will keep going.
They're hoping you don't get glitter on your beard, Daniel.
Yeah.
I get it all over my face. The amount of times I look in the mirror and I've got like a freckly, glittery face all the
It
time.
doesn't matter because I have it already everywhere. So I know I will have it in my face and yeah. That's the normal me.
So we're going to heat emboss on this, and because I use Catherine Poole inks, they can stay dry a little bit longer. So I'm just going to use my heat tool just to dry this as well, so I won't get powder where I don't want it in a minute.
So I will use Coral Reef. Yeah, Kate, your glitter's on your cats. So we need a picture of that. Oh, I love Coral Reef, and I think it would look perfect with the colors I've used for my circle. Oh, sorry, Verity. Now you're back.
Oh, did you? Yeah, that pink that goes really well with the pinkish.
Yeah.
So
I did mute you. Okay.
Whilst you're ink blending, I'll just show that these sentiment stamps, as I said, can fit inside the inners of all the stencils. So if I just hold this up, you can see the script fits inside there really well with all of the sentiments. So
that's so perfect.
You can fit it in, and then I'll show you the happy.
Oh, thank you, Jackie. So Jackie said she loves all our color combinations.
So for my card, I'm going to use the thank you sentiments. I'm going to make a thank you card because you can never have enough thank you cards in your stash.
So I think about that with birthday cards. So I think you can never have enough birthday cards.
Yeah, birthday cards and thank you cards are always ones that like you can just make and make and make. And
yeah. So I think I got enough Coral Reef. Yeah, so sad we lost Erica. I hope she's coming back, but she had some issues with the internet the whole day today. So we hope she will be back in a second. So that's my circle, and I think it's gonna fit with the colors.
That looks really nice. And you can see all that glitter on your Pestilicious really nicely.
Yeah. So What do you guys think? Should I do it in gold?
Yeah, gold would look great with that.
Yeah, right. Of course. Gold looks perfect every time.
So again, I'm using my powder buddy because I've probably got my fingerprints over this because WoW do so much to get rid of the static in their actual powders, which is great, but it doesn't get rid of my fingerprints on a card, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, Roberta, no, I wanted to use rose gold, but I have to truly admit that I don't have it. I don't know why. So
Have you got copper? Copper might look good with it.
yeah, I don't think I have that also. But I will tell you what, Roberta, next time I will have it and I will use it. So let's see. That looks better. So what I will use is the happy birthday one. So this is this stem set. We got the happy birthday, make a wish to my fabulous friend. Have a lovely day. Let's celebrate you and eat cake and be happy. I think that's the best, right? Eat cake and be happy.
I mean, who can't have a birthday without a cake?
No way. So for my 13th birthday, my husband bought me like a big cake as a minion. So because I love minions, and it was so good.
Yeah, minions are good.
Yeah, but also the cake was good.
Yeah,
That's true, Roberta.
I'm just covering mine with gold again, just to match my confetti.
Oh yeah. We love minions.
I'm using tweezers is because the WoW embossing powder gun is really, really good because it's got so much power. But if your fingers are close to the edge, it will get quite hot. So a tweezer on a small sort of item like this is a really good way of heating without burning your fingers. So obviously we want the power.
What I do? I just put it on my leg and then heat emboss it on top.
Yeah.
So if it's cold, it's perfect. So just like to take off this coat, the top coat of it, because it's the first time I used the happy birthday. Just rub it with my finger a bit. And I will try to do it with the acrylic block. We will see.
I'm just trying to get this up close so you can see the magic of the powder melt.
Yeah, I will just mute you first. So let's see if I can do it with the acrylic block. Oh, look at that. Told you. So gold is like perfect. Yeah. You're right, Roberta. I just know gold. The metallic gold.
So I'll just go through the little sayings that are in the thank you sentiment stamp set. So we've got sending you a hug for all you do. You're the best. It means so much. You're amazing. So with this card design, I decided we're going to have this in there and we're going to stick that to the base. And we're going to have two sort of sentiments. So we're going to have sentiment on the front. And then when you open the card, you've got a secondary sentiment. So the thank you carries on or the happy birthday carries on into the middle of the card. So I'm going to choose two sentiments, and I think I'm going to do thank you, you're the best, and then in the middle of the card, inside the card, I'm going to do sending you a hug.
So guys, I will show you something. So that happens when you sometimes don't use your anti-static buddy and your ink is not completely dry. Then it looks like that.
Oh.
So what I want to tell you with that, use your anti-static buddy, check that your ink is dry, and then this will not happen again. So I will do that again, Verity.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can just, and I think I'm going to ink up another one just to be sure. Because I don't think I can get the happy birthday on the same place. But I think I got another circle. Hey, lucky me.
Yeah, you should hopefully have two because you'll have one from the die cut panel and the card base.
Yeah, so that's perfect.
So what I like doing as well is when I was cutting the card panel, because we made it a quarter of a half an inch smaller, I cut quarter of an inch strips as I did it off. And then these are really great sizes for sentiment strips. And like these sentiments from these stamp sets, the small ones, fit on them perfectly. So it's a great way to like keep them to one side. And then you haven't got to worry about trying to cut it down after you stamped your sentiment.
Yeah, that's a good tip also.
So I'm going to stamp them in, I think, Juniper Mist or Daydream. I'm going to go Juniper Mist.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true, Jackie. I could do it before, but now it's too late. I did already start with it. But it happens a lot of times. So like you forget to use my embossing buddy. So it's like, yeah, it happens. So happy I got another circle. Yeah, Kate, I will do that. I will heat it a bit up now and use my anti-static buddy, and you will see it would look great. So Verity is almost done with it.
Yeah, I'm just stamping my second sentiment. I was just trying to find my stamp set to put it back in because I am really prone to putting my stamps down and then I'll losing them.
Yeah. Well, I'm just checking for it. Sometimes I search them and they're just in my Misty.
Right, I usually put them in a little area. I'm like, I'll remember they're there. I'll forget it. And then clean up. And I just don't see them and then I'll lose them for ages. And usually it's a stamp sentiment that you really want and you like loads and you just can't find it. That doesn't look straight.
Or I like little dies. Sometimes I just cut them off, put them somewhere, and then I'm looking for it also for ages, and then I find them just underneath something.
Yeah. So I'm going to stamp my other sentiment actually in Daydream. So I've got both inks.
So Erica just wrote me that her Wi-Fi died.
Oh, no.
She will try to be back, but can't promise. So we will see. Maybe she's back before we end this.
Maybe, yeah. So I've now got 2 sentiment strips there. So I'll just hold them up. Excuse my inky fingers. So I've got Sending You a Hug and then You're the Best. And they both go with the thank you sentiment really, really well. So we're gonna add this to our inside of our card. So it's up to you whether you want to add it with a bit of foam tape, just glue it directly on. I've got these really thin 1mm foam pads, which I absolutely love. So it just gives it a little bit of dimension. Because I do love to add a bit of dimension to my cards.
Yeah, dimension, like Laura says, dimension is life, right?
It just elevates your card when you add a bit of dimension.
Yeah, so true. So our lovely friend Erica says she's still trying, but it's not happening. She's so sorry. Yeah, but sometimes like Wi-Fi, internet, it's something we just can't do anything.
Can't plan for it, can you?
Yeah. It does what it wants, whenever it wants. So I think she's very sad about it. So she's saying it. She's very sorry, very sad. Because, she loved to be here with all of you.
Well, we'll have to wait and see after we're live what her finished card will look like when she's seen ours. She'll know what to do, and then we'll be able to look out for it on social media.
Yeah.
So I've just closed the card, which helps align your circle up. Oh, I've not done mine straight. Let's pick that off.
So I'm stamping my happy birthday again, and I hope this time it will not happen. So let's see.
So that shows you how easy that was just to get that lined up, and you can see it through the front.
That's perfect. So this time it worked. So I heated a bit, and then I used my buddy. There we go. Happy birthday. So I will heat it now.
So it just shows that sometimes, like we all do, we all want to get the stuff done really, really quickly. But sometimes with heat embossing, you need to do all those steps, and then you get the great heat embossing at the end of it, don't you?
Yeah. So
if you find sometimes when you're heat embossing your card warps, like mine's warped quite a bit, I find using foam tape really good to put on the back. One, I love dimension, but also it helps when you place it down, it helps reduce your warping of your card.
yes, it does. Or what I also do sometimes, if I'm not in a rush, I put it under something a little bit heavy.
Yeah.
And just wait till the next day, and then it's fine. So cleaning up this a bit, because I'm making a mess today. Let's see. I have a lot of sparkle here. And I know where they will end up. So I got my happy. I got this embossed. Now I need my card base. And I will first try to line up. So what I just noticed, Verity, is that I used the circle die that had like an inner circle and then like an outer part, like a small frame. So I hope I can just line it up quite straight.
So you also have like an extra sort of border really around your design.
It has like this small border. So I mean, I could add the border also, but let's see. It doesn't look that bad. I will try. I will give it a try. Yeah, I will tell Erica and send her a lot of love and tell her that, yeah, you are all thinking of her.
And Kate's got a good tip as well, saying that put wrinkle paper between your plain plates and then send your warped card through your die cut machine that way to help flatten it.
Oh yeah, that also helps, true. So now I'm searching for my burly art, but I can't find it. Ah, there it is. So I would try to take care and not add glue on my base so that I can add the inner circle and the border.
Well, one thing that you could, if you had more time as well, is a good way is with your border, you could always heat emboss that so you get like a metallic ring, couldn't you?
That's what I thought about first. But now, as I'm a bit ahead, I would just try it in white.
So I'm just looking at my sentiments, and I think I'm going to put "You're the best" on the front, and then because I'm going to sandwich the sentiments in your frame, so when you open this, it's like it's sat in the middle of your window. So "You're the best" fits really, really nicely there, in between, and then once I've done that, you can then position your second one behind, and it's hidden from the front.
That's such a great idea. I never thought about that.
But I'm just going to trim my strip down a bit because I don't want the edges to show.
So, oh, it doesn't look that bad with the white border. Let's give it like a bit dimension.
Looks good, yeah.
So I think you can't see it that good on camera, but you see it.
Yeah, no, you can see it on camera. It looks good.
Perfect. So then we got this one. I don't know if I will finish it on the live, but at least after it I will.
Yeah. So then I'm just going to add this to the front. Use my ruler just to line that up. So I've only add glue to the end because we don't want to glue it to the actual sentiment there. So we just want glue on the ends of the tip. So it only sticks to the card panel. And then what I can do is just layer this over the top. I'm going to stand up this so I can align it.
So I just had a bit of glue on my card base. That is. Let's go away. Oh, that looks so pretty, Verity. So elegant.
So that's what it looks like so far. All right, that's in focus. There we go. So then you can open it up. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this one in exactly behind that. So you've got two sort of sentiments. So you've got thank you, you're the best. And then it'll say thank you, sending you a hug.
That looks so cool. So I will check what I will take. So I think I will do like to my fabulous friend, and just behind it, like in the inner part, I will do have a lovely day.
Yep.
I think that fits good.
And then one way to do this to make sure it aligns up, because you haven't got to worry about that sentiment fitting in the die cut window. You can just place it on there. I've got a bit of glue. Put it down. Close.
Oh, that's so good.
Then you can open it and you can't see it. So you can't see that other sentiment. Open it and there it is. Ooh, in focus.
We are learning so much from you today, Verity.
So this is just a sort of a different way to use it. And for me, it was quite nice because I thought, oh, you can layer up the stencil and get a really interesting look by different confettis and different colors. So
yeah, that's
and
so
then
cool.
Where is it?
So I will do my sentiments on a piece of black cardstock. So I will do it in gold also.
Oh yeah, that will look good. Gold on black.
Yeah, I love that. So I will use my Misty because, yeah, I think it's easier to line them up and they look better.
Whilst you're just embossing that, I can show you the one that I made earlier as well. So this used, I used Petalicious like you, and then I added gold. And then this uses the happy sentiment. So we've got to the happy couple. And then inside it says happy wedding day.
That is super pretty. So
and
we are
I used pucker ink, I think, for the ink on the middle.
So good. So we are almost finishing this. So I don't know if you got some other samples, Verity, from where you have used your other stamps and stencils. I don't know if you have them just next to you.
I'd love to say I do, but I sent them all to Wow for the craft store. So
okay.
I'm building up my stash again. It was a busy, I think I sent them about 10 cards. So I know I've got a couple that I'm going to be writing up coming up soon, hopefully with the reels as well. And I use a lot of the stencils with some fab foils. So keep an eye out on social media for that. And I'll make sure I link it to the Wow Facebook group as well, so you can all take a look at those. And then there's also another video coming up on the Wow channel where I use this stencil again, but I use it creatively and I make like a sunset scene with it. So
so cool.
So
if you want, we just switch to our faces again just for a minute.
Yeah.
And I think the winner will be announced also. So Joe will announce it now. Let's see, FaceTime. There I am. So now you can see us, guys. So thank you so much, Verity. It's awesome to have you here, and it was so great to get all your tips and see all the things you do.
It'll be great to see what your card looks like finished, and hopefully we'll see what Erica's card looks like finished too.
Yeah, I think she will finish it for sure. So and we got a winner. It's Roberta. So congratulations.
Congrats, Roberta.
Robert. Sorry, Robert. Oh my God, my eyes had. It's already 10 p.m. So Robert S is the winner. So congratulations. No, Robert. So it's Roberta, right? What a day. So
we'll get there in the end.
Yeah. Type on my end, sorry. Okay, all good. So congratulations, Roberta. You won the gift card, the $15 gift card. So just write an email to joe.herbert@embossingpowder.uk. I think it's .co.uk, if I'm right.
Yeah, I think that's right. .co.uk.
Yeah, so many dots in CO's UK. So there it is. Joe Herbert, or without a dot, okay, Joe Herbert at wowembossingpowder.co.uk. Then you can grab your gift card. So I hope, Verity, we will do this another time.
Yeah, it's fun. Definitely do it again.
And don't forget to check out her Instagram, also as her YouTube channel. So she got a lot of tutorials. She's doing amazing cards, amazing stuff. So you don't want to miss that. And yeah, I think we just thank you guys for being here with us today.
Yeah, thanks. It's been great. And I hope everybody enjoys creating with all the stencils.
Yeah, so tag Verity, tag wall embossing if you do something with the stencils and the stamps, so Verity can see it directly then. And
yeah, I'd love to see all your projects.
Yeah, so I would say thank you so much, guys. And even if it was starting with a trio, now a duo, but hopefully we will get this done the next time. So thank you all so much, and yeah, see you all very soon.
Bye.
Bye.